How's it going? It's seb.brantigan. Welcome to this video. So we're going to talk about match betting, and if you're on this video, you're most likely researching match betting. You're looking for ways to make extra money from home. Maybe you've looked into all kinds of different ways you can do that. And so this video is going to walk you through why match betting is a great way to do that. I'm going to talk you through how it works and then go through a little bit of a demo with you. I don't want this video to take a huge amount of your time, but I want you to understand why match betting I feel is a great way that anyone can make extra money, and also walk you through some an actual walkthrough of match betting. A lot of people, maybe you're in this category, don't understand what it is. Maybe it seems like an overwhelming concept, and maybe you just want something simple that you can do today to start making some money. Now, before I jump into it, I want to be clear that match betting, in my opinion, is not going to make you a fortune. So if you see people out there promising that match betting will allow you to quit your day job or will allow you to make millions or some kind of crazy claim, I personally would be very wary of that and be very skeptical of people promising large amounts of money. In my opinion, and from my experience, you'll be able to make enough to, maybe pay off some debt, pay for a holiday. Maybe you want to buy one of your loved ones something nice. Maybe you're watching this coming up to Christmas or coming up to a expensive month where you're going to have a lot of outgoings. It's one of those kind of income streams. But one of the things I will say is, although it's not going to make you a fortune overnight, gradually it will consistently make you a little bit of money, maybe a few £100s a month. Obviously, the amount is going to vary for everyone. I can't guarantee you'll make a few £100 a month, but it is tax-free money. You can withdraw your money within usually a couple of working days. It doesn't take long to retrieve your profits. It's a very simple system that you follow. It's not complicated. It took me a very small amount of time to learn. I'm going to share it with you today. So that's why I feel match betting is great. It's very simple to learn. For me personally, I never have done betting or gambling before, so I don't really know sports very well, and I still use the system. So you don't need to know loads about football or any kind of sports, so don't worry about that. So here's very quickly before I show you how it works. So you know how you get free bets with bookmakers, right? Maybe you send offers all over the internet. Maybe you've been surfing around. You're reading blogs or newspapers, and you see offers for a free bet or free bonus. Well, that's how we make money in match betting, and I'll walk you through how that works. So what a lot of bookmakers will offer you to entice you to sign up with them and spend your money with them is they will offer you free bets. And the free bets is where we make our money and our profit in match betting. We place a back bet against a certain result, and then we place a lay bet against a certain result. And then from doing that, we will then get a free bet. Okay, so here's an example. So this website, which I'll get to in a second, is called MatchedBets, which is where we actually track everything. We track our profit. You'll see here, £126. I haven't been using the site for that long, so let's see if we can get that amount higher. But this website is where you track everything. I'll get to that in a second. So anyway, this is a Mr. Green, which is a bookmaker. I haven't used this one before. I literally just signed up to it tonight. So this is one example. So maybe you've heard of Bet365. Coral is a big one. Ladbrokes, everyone's heard of Ladbrokes. So those are all bookmakers. All of them offer you a free bonus for signing up. So Mr. Green it's not a very well known one, okay, but it's still quite popular. It's still probably got millions of users, and they offer you if you deposit £20, you get a £10 free bet, okay. And so to retrieve that £10 free bet, you have to go and deposit and then spend £20 of your own money. Okay, now if you were spending £20 of your own money, and then so let's say for example, I was betting for this team to win, and then betting against that team to win. That's how you would then get the free bet. Okay, because betting for it and betting against it at the same time is obviously not going to bring you any profit. But if you're doing those two things, or those two bets even, so that you can get that free bet, get the free £10, that's where you make the profit. And I'll explain that in just a second. So going back to MatchedBets, there is a link, by the way, in the description, so make sure to check out MatchedBets. Another one I recommend is Profit Accumulator. Profit Accumulator is a little bit simpler. It's easier to learn, easier to navigate, and it costs a little bit less. MatchedBets cost maybe £3 a month more, and you get the profit tracker here, and there's a few more features. They're both very similar. You'll have to try each one and see how you like it. I, at the moment, am preferring MatchedBets. So they've got a few different things. So you can pick new offers here. You've got offer calendar, so it'll tell you all about up and coming offers and new bookies, etc., etc. Odds Matcher is where you actually find matches to book or to bet on. I mean, not to book. Acrobackers, don't worry about that. I never use that. That's advanced stuff. Don't worry about that for the time being. And then Calculator. So this is the big thing. So in terms of actually calculating what profit you're going to make, this calculator does it all for you. So we just fill in the basics. So let's say it's Arsenal versus I don't know, Arsenal versus Man U. Bookmakers, there's all kinds here. There might be some not on the list. So if you don't know who the bookmaker is, you can. These things aren't essential. You don't have to put in the bookmaker. It just helps you for tracking purposes later on. So then we might want to the back selection as Arsenal. This is just purely an example. And then we have what's called an exchange, right? And that's where we place the lay bet. So you heard me mention the lay bet earlier. That's a bet against something. The back bet is you're betting for Arsenal to win. The lay bet is you're betting against Arsenal to win. So, but there's not many exchanges. The best is Matchbook because it's any exchange where you place the lay bet, there is a commission you pay. Okay, Betfair, they will take 5% of your money. Smarkets is a good one, 2%. BetDAC, 5%. So I prefer Smarkets and Matchbook. Matchbook doesn't have that many games. Smarkets usually has more, but obviously you pay a little bit more. So it just depends. When you find games manually, Smarkets is a good place to look. It's usually got the most games, and you pay the least amount to Smarkets for placing your bets. So you obviously keep more money, which is great. Anyway, so moving forward. And by the way, if this is all confusing, just rewatch this video and you'll understand. It's really easy, I promise you. So the back stake that's how much money we're putting down. So I'm going to put £20 because in a second, that's what I'll be betting. Now the back odds. Right, so if we go back up here, we've got the odds matcher. Okay, and that's where you actually find the data to put into the calculator here. But because I'm choosing a bookmaker that is not that well known, it's not actually, I have to go and find the bet manually, and I can't use the odds matcher to do that. You can't in some cases, it's just the way it is. But finding a bet manually is really easy. So we're over here at Mr. Green, okay? So all we want to do is look for a match that has quite similar odds, all right? So, okay. Another thing we need to do is change fractions to decimals. Let's see if we can figure out to do that. Okay, there we go. Odds decimal. If you're not sure how to do that, go to settings within each bookmaker, and if you're really stuck, just contact their support. All of these places have live chat or email support, and I'll come back to you very quickly. So if you have any questions about how to change it from fractional to decimal, any issues, just contact their support. They'll always be able to do that. Anyway, so going back to Sports Home, we need it in decimal so we can calculate the odds better. That's the plan. Okay, let's wait for this to load when it's ready. Let's just pick this game here. All right, just as an example, we want to go for something for lower odds. Okay, lower odds initially. we want to go for the lowest odds, because the higher the odds, the more money we'll need to put down in order to place that bet. So there's all kinds of different options. It doesn't matter what you pick, we're looking for the odds here. Okay, we want the odds for the back bet to match the lay bet. And the back bet we're placing in Mr. Green. Okay, so we want to go for something like over or under 3.5. That's probably a good one to do. Okay, and what we're going to do now is jump back over to Matchbook, which is where we place our lay bet. Now I don't actually have the money deposited in Matchbook, so I won't be doing the bet at the moment, but I'll show you everything that I do before that. So this is let's just see if this game is also in the exchange market, which is where we do the lay bet. So let's see. Looks like it's not. Okay, that's fine. It can be a little bit tricky to find a good game manually, and if you're not sure what I'm doing, then this will make sense as I continue. Okay, what else we got? Just trying to see. It helps if you go for the popular games as well. That's probably a fairly popular one, right? Okay, taken a while. All right, okay. So something like this is good. Right, Liberdad, or Libertad even. So we found we'll go for this odds here. We'll just see. So this is going to be our back bet, 2.0. Okay, and we're going to go over to Matchbook and see if this game exists in here too. Spell that correctly. Libert. Okay, it's not here. So let's go over to a different bookmaker or a different exchange market. We'll have to try it on here. So like I was saying earlier, Smarkets just seems to have more matches. Matchbook doesn't have many matches, so you might have to just kind of experiment with this and really see. All right, so let's see. There we go. See now the game's here, right? It wasn't there in Matchbook. Okay, so let's see what we did here in Mr. Green. Under 2.5. That's the odds there too. Let's just scroll down. 2.5. 2.26. All right, cool. So this is what we're going to do. So we want to bet £20 here. Now, while you're doing this, the odds might change if it's a live game. So just the best time to place a bet, if it's a live game, is during halftime. That's when the odds kind of stabilize a bit. If you can do it pre-game, then obviously it's more helpful. So 2, that's our back bet. You want to bet for now obviously just going back here, just forget this name here, obviously it's not relevant. So we wanted to put down 2. All right, cool. Now that's our back bet. So to go against, it's 2.26. 2.26. Okay, now we're going to lose £2.50 on this bet. Okay, we're going to lose £2.50. But we're going to make profit on the free bet. Okay, we make profit on the free bet. So what we're going to do, what I would do is deposit money into Smarkets. To save time, I'm not going to do that here in the video. I'm just going to fast forward and explain what happens once you do place that bet. You obviously lose money on the, we call it the qualifying bet, which is where you qualify to get the free bet. But then what happens when you get the free bet, and once your bets settle, right, is you'll get the £10 free bet. And that's when you can go for the higher odds. So we can do odds of 6. And then let's say we find something similar. And let's say okay, going back to this example, let's say the bet for Libertad is, so let's see what it actually is. Let's have a look. Okay, so the bet for them is 5.5, I think it said. Yeah, 5.5. Cool. So let's say we got a free bet. Let's do 5.5. Okay. And make sure you tick free bet down here. And then going back to the top, we want to do against Hurricane. Okay. Or against Libertad. Oh no, sorry, against let's just check we're in the right game here. Okay, against Hurricane. Let's have a look. Yeah, so that's 5.5. Okay, now 7.2 is a bit too far away. We'd still profit, but we want the odds to be similar. Okay, we want the odds to be similar. So anyway, just to go through that, just so it's a bit clearer for you. So this will be our back bet. Okay, so it's gone up to 5.8 because the odds changed. It was a live game, so it's just something to bear in mind, right? So 5.8. So that's the back bet. The lay bet is 7.2. That's very high. That's very high. If we went for something like, I don't know, 6.5, that's better, right? So you're going to have to do a bit of experimenting and a bit of searching to really find the best odds, okay? And all we do is come here. Okay, let's say we want to bet for this. We would then just go here. Let's look. That. Follow the instructions here. Put down the £20, okay? And then follow the instructions here, place your bet, and then do the exact same thing here, right, against Hurricane. Just follow what it says here. Okay, we just have to copy exactly just copy what it says here in the markets, in the exchanges. So 7.2, and then we want to lay. This is what you need to put down as the lay amount, okay? And oops, a bit. Okay, 6.69. Check the liability. Matches what it says in the calculator. Make sure those two are the same, and then click place your bet. And then you've now placed your bet. Okay, this is going to be a lot clearer as you go through and do this. So I realize this video is probably a little bit of a mountain to climb, and there's a lot of steps to it. But what I recommend that you do is rewatch this video a few times. You begin to really understand the process. I wanted to actually go through it with you live and show you exactly what you have to do to start placing bets. Once you really get how to do it, once you start placing a few bets, you can't go wrong. Really, the only time I've gone wrong following the strategy is by not following it correctly. If you follow it correctly to the T, I will say that you will make money if you follow the system consistently. Okay, the only way you can get it wrong is if you don't follow the system. So make sure you're doing it. Make sure you're doing it exactly how they tell you inside the system. So again, how you can get access to MatchedBets is go to the link in this YouTube video. Make sure to click the link, sign up. I think they maybe have a free trial, or I don't know. It's a very low monthly fee. If there's no free trial, just go for it because it's a very low monthly fee anyway. You can also try out Profit Accumulator, very similar to MatchedBets, or you can do both of them. You know, maybe you like to use both of them. I don't know. So go ahead and check out those in the links as well. Thanks for watching this video. If anything wasn't clear, if you have any questions, make sure to drop a comment. I realized this video was a bit long. I didn't intend for it to be, but I felt like I had to explain the concept a little bit better before you go out and do it. So it's been seb.brantigan. Thanks for watching this video, and I will speak to you very soon. Best of luck with match betting. Here if you need me. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.